All right, producers are definitely buying fake YouTube views, yes. And I don't want to talk about it. You want me to talk about it, so here I go. I'm going to talk a whole lot about it. I'm ready. And you know YouTube's algorithm plays way too much, so please subscribe. I've been making these videos since like 2006 and I still don't have 100K, so help me reach that goal. And then I'll stop asking, maybe. So yes, producers are buying fake views on YouTube. I happen to think that major labels are buying fake views for their artists. Now, when a producer buys a fake view package on YouTube, does it boost their rank? In 2019, I doubt it. But a lot of producers think this is the only way that big online producers are making sales. And this turns them off from uploading beats online because they don't want to jump into a game where they have to spend all this money on tens of thousands of fake views, or they just don't want to be dishonest. They don't want to reach the top by cheating. And if you want my honest opinion, I think the producer community gives way too much energy discussing this topic, and it really is not that big of a deal. But you wanted me to talk about it, I'm talking about it. And here's my problem with the conversation. It's discouraging a lot of producers from even trying. But Payne, you know the top selling producers are all faking their numbers, that's how they're getting so many sales. Some people want to believe so badly that the top sellers are buying fake views and that's the only reason they're successful, because the alternative is a lot harder to accept. What's the alternative? Better beats, better luck, better work ethic, better consistency. Those are the reasons these producers are on top. Maybe they started at a better time when YouTube wasn't so saturated by producers uploading beats every day. And that's hard for some of us to accept. That's a hard reality to accept. It means we have to work a lot harder, potentially for a smaller piece. But look, if I thought buying fake views was the way to get sales, I'd be buying fake views left and right. My beat videos would all be at 100,000 plus. And the ones that are at 100,000 plus, those were all organic. I didn't buy fake views on those. So somehow I ended up cutting through the algorithm. I think fake views are a non-issue, but I'm gonna talk about it because I wanna lay this whole thing to rest, because I hate the possibility that up-and-coming producers think that's the only way to get on. That's the only way to run a successful beat selling business, by cheating their way into fame and fortune, and therefore there's no room for talented and honest producers in this space. And there is, I believe there is. I talk to people who are breaking through every day. They're talented, they have great music, their work ethic is on point, they're doing the keyword research. Some of them are getting lucky here and there, some of them just have the right beats at the right time, and some of them have really sophisticated marketing strategies. If you want to get your beats heard and make a living doing what you love doing, which is making beats, I want you to try. I don't want you to be discouraged because you think the only way to do it is by lying and cheating. You know, I want you to use that. I'm always talking about this. Use the resources around you, be consistent, learn something new about marketing whenever you can, maybe every single week. And most importantly, be patient and allow your brand to grow. This is not an overnight thing. It really isn't. Make mistakes, learn from them. But most importantly, don't give up just because somebody on the internet told you that all the top sellers are buying fake views and therefore it's pointless for you to even try to make good beats and conduct honest business. It's not pointless. So before I put my investigator hat on, I want to go back to a comment that I received by Beatfella. His comment, which said that producers buying fake views, and I quote, makes it impossible for honest producers like me to rank in search results, end quote. Producers, listen to me. All right, YouTube is not the only place to sell beats. It's one place, right? People sell beats right on BeatStars Marketplace because BeatStars is a search engine just like YouTube. People sell beats to their loyal list of email subscribers. Check my DG interview for more information on that. I learned a lot from him and I've implemented that myself. People sell beats using Instagram and Facebook, and yes, sometimes through paid advertising using the Facebook Business Manager platform. Audiomack.com has an instrumentals chart. ClickFunnels are taking off. Just because somebody has low YouTube views, it doesn't mean that they're not making a living selling beat licenses. My YouTube beat views are low. I mean, granted, I have a few beat videos that are beyond the six-figure mark, but most of them aren't at that level. Take somebody like Legion Beats, for example, the guys that generated over $1 million, I believe, last year. They're members of the 2 Comma Club. They have, on average, fewer views on their beat videos than I do, and I definitely didn't make $1 million last year. So keep that in perspective. A lot of us get caught up thinking that YouTube is the only platform for beat sales, and whatever happens in YouTube, that's it. And nothing's happening outside of YouTube in terms of online beat sales. It's not true. And let's get something else out the way. It's not always clear if views are fake. It's easy to spot fake comments because they never make sense. The English is terrible, and they're all associated with these really glamorous model type avatars. But a video with 30,000 views and very few comments, 10 comments, it might look fake, but it might have just been the result of a Google AdWords campaign. A lot of producers are using Google AdWords to advertise their beat videos. If you've ever run ads on YouTube, you know that views go up, but your likes and your comments really kind of don't. That's because people are watching your videos embedded in someone else's videos, so they can't easily click like or leave a comment on your video. And one last thing, I lied. 3 things. Let's say producers are buying fake views left and right. Many of them are, I'm sure. Rappers are leaving "check out my new single" comments on Instagram posts left and right, and none of them are becoming superstars overnight. So why stress out about what these other producers are doing when you could focus on building your brand, making the best music possible, and releasing those tracks to the world? Here's what I'm gonna challenge you to do. I don't wanna do this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you how to do it, because hopefully you can just get out of this mind state that you're already defeated going into the online producer space. BeatStars has a top chart. I believe other beat selling platforms do as well. I don't know. I've only ever used BeatStars. I'm gonna go on the BeatStars top charts. The BeatStars top charts are based entirely on sales. They're not based on views. They're not based on followers. They're not based on plays, and they're definitely not connected to YouTube rank. We're gonna do some investigation. I am on the BeatStars top charts, and number 1, we have a beat called "Real" by Anyway Well. And so we can go to his BeatStars profile and click on his YouTube, see if he's buying fake views on this number 1 selling beat. If you're number 1 on the charts, it means this beat is selling a lot. Now, what I found out about this, because I'm just curious about this producer, his last upload was 5 months ago. So this number 1 beat isn't even on YouTube. So, as I said earlier, YouTube is not the only way to sell beats. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's running ads. Maybe he has a great email list and everybody just loves this beat. But he's not buying fake YouTube views to get to the number 1 position on BeatStars. Where else are we at? And it's a good beat. I listened to it. Roses by GC. I interviewed GC the other day. This particular beat went viral. I remember it's the Chance the Rapper type beat that was ranking on everybody's. Yeah, here it is. Oh no, this is a different one. This is no, this is the right one. All right, so we can even look. Clearly, I don't think these aren't fake views. You can see all of the people rapping. It's not a bunch of fake profiles leaving silly little comments like "love this, so great." No, this is, and you can look at the rank. These are amazing rankings. You can't pay for rankings like that. Because he would have to pay for like 50,000 views, and then like in the first day, and YouTube always catches you for that. They catch you and they eliminate those views. I don't know how it affects these rankings, but I know people who have tried. And to get these kinds of rankings, these are good rankings. We can look at what the search competition is. So these are good rankings too. It's just doing what free hip hop type beat 2019. That's got to be good. Yeah, a lot of searches for that. I imagine a lot of searches for all of these. Yeah, Swave beats. Let's see, this is number 3. Oh, it comes right up on the search because people are searching for it. Yeah, this one went viral, 3.4 million views. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this stuff checks out. That's a lot of likes. It's a hell of a lot of comments. Don't look fake. I'd like to interview this guy because he's only been uploading beats for about a year, and he had that one go viral. I personally don't know why, if he had that one beat go viral, which was a Roddy Ricch type beat, why he didn't just make a bunch more Roddy Ricch type beats, or at least label his beats Roddy Ricch type beat, because as you can see, Roddy Ricch is a good keyword for him. Bitter by J Dot. This is smart. This is great marketing. People know exactly when to come to his channel to get beats. This is the type of stuff that more people should be doing, more producers on YouTube should be doing, because that consistency factor, people act like consistency doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. All his beats seem to be doing well, and it seems as though he has a pretty interesting niche, not the kind of beats that everybody's making. This all looks completely organic, honestly. Here's what I wonder. So he didn't go for HER type beat. He named it HER type beat Pride, which is the name of his beat, because he could rank in that. And I wonder if the fact that he's ranking in these categories that are unique to his video, that somehow pushes his ranking into just HER type beats in general. I don't know. I need to interview the guys from TubeBuddy and ask about that, because that's an interesting question. I could be onto something. I don't know. This dude's doing well. I mean, look at the plays. You're not buying fake plays on BeatStars. That'd be ridiculous. I don't even think, I've never seen that advertised anywhere. Urban Nerd I interviewed, he completely dominated the J. Cole keyword on YouTube. That was organic. As you can see, he's ranking. That makes sense. I don't want to go through every single one of these. You can do that on your own if that's really what you're trying to do. But if you scroll through, I mean, there's Kato. There's Kato again. Young Taylor, he's been a top-selling producer for a while. Mantra, the top-selling producer. If Cash Money AP is not on Tuna Beats, I know Cash Money AP is on here. Beat Demons, top sellers. OGE Beats, top sellers. So I feel like all of these producers should inspire us and not discourage us. They're on the top. So I feel as though all these producers should inspire us and not discourage us, because we can look at what they're doing and adapt some of their strategies to our own overall marketing plan. Watch my videos watch the videos in which I interview some of these top sellers. I've interviewed a lot of them. Urban Nerd, GC, Beat Demons was on this list. Obviously Kato, yeah, there goes Cash Money AP, I've interviewed him. I would say specifically the interviews with GC Beats, Beat Demons, Simon Servita, and Urban Nerd are great places to start, because we get really specific about keywords and selling beats and beat marketing. And I also really recommend watching the Young Keo episode of the Producer Grind podcast, because he gives out a whole bunch of really practical suggestions for up-and-coming producers. And when I say stuff like be consistent, find a niche, that kind of thing, a lot of people say, Payne doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Maybe you'll listen to the guy that produced the longest running Billboard #1 charting song of all time. But I would encourage you to find new spaces to market your beats in, and not completely rely on YouTube or any social media platform for your entire career. Don't put all your stock into these social media sites, because guess what? We don't own them. We don't own any of these. I had a conversation with Curtis King about that in a video. I have these conversations all the time. YouTube, Instagram, all these places scare the hell out of me, because you don't own the data to your subscribers. You can't email your subscribers directly. YouTube is taking away, actually, ways to contact people through their platform more and more. They just got rid of the message feature, which is fine with me, because it was really annoying to even get messages on YouTube. I thought that feature was long gone anyway. But if your rankings are dropping on YouTube and you can't reach as many people as you could years ago, what can you do? What are your options? You don't really have options because YouTube doesn't give you the email addresses or phone numbers to all of your subscribers. It doesn't give you any information beyond how many subscribers you have. Instagram's the same way. Facebook's pretty much the same way. You don't get that data. If you're putting all your eggs into one basket and relying on one social media platform for your income, that's crazy. Don't do that. You're also missing out on collecting valuable customer data. So I would give some more suggestions, and hopefully if you watch the video to this point, you're motivated to try some new stuff out. If you don't have your MailChimp going, if you're not collecting emails in exchange for free downloads or encouraging people to opt in, you should start. Fan Connect, SMS marketing. If you're at that point, I don't think anyone should just start doing that. If you don't already have some kind of plan. But if you are at that point and you want to explore SMS marketing, Fan Connect, Superphone, there are a lot of options out there. But trust and believe that if YouTube disappeared tomorrow, and all of us hope it doesn't, if it did, the online beat licensing economy would not die with it. The initial comment from the gentleman, Beatfella, I think it is, saying that he used to rank and now he's not anymore. You know, that guy, unfortunately, is resistant to the new model of consistency of releasing a lot of beats. I release beats all the time, 4 to 5 beats, up to 7 beats a week. Why? Because once someone else started doing it, that became the new normal for a lot of producers. And for me, that worked. That strategy worked. He said he didn't want to do that. He said he was not motivated to do that. And when I looked at his channel, he only uploaded about 20 beats a year, which to me is crazy because I make so many beats, and I find it hard to believe that a producer who wants to make music for a living can't make more than 20 beats a year and release them. I find it hard to believe that producers aren't making a beat a day and releasing at least 3 a week, and on multiple platforms, not just YouTube. So take that as you will. I don't want you to be discouraged. I don't want you to think that just because YouTube's algorithm is reducing rank, reducing reach, and it's frustrating to me too. I'm not defending it, but just because that's happening and just because some people might be buying fake views in an attempt to get through the algorithm, that doesn't stop your hustle. That doesn't stop you from going and pursuing your dream of being a career music producer. Don't let the people constantly dwelling on all of the negative aspects of the music business stop you from trying at all. If that's what you want to do, I want to see you do it, because if you're not going to do it, trust me, other people will. Much success to you. Peace.